What's up, everyone? Y'all know what it is. Tuesday night edition of the Allen Powell Show. Got a great show locked and loaded for you. NBA draft is coming up Thursday. Um, Bradley Beal, big trade to the Suns. Draymond opts out of his deal. Would he actually leave Golden State? Will Damian Lillard actually get traded? Finally. We got all that coming up, plus more. So let's get ready to lock and load. Y'all tell me what y'all thoughts and opinions about the draft, NBA free agency, moves, and all that. Let's go.
Hello, Allen Powell. It's the Allen Powell Show. Where we lock and load. Come on. It's the Allen Powell Show. Where we lock and load. Come on. It's the Allen Powell Show. Where we lock and load. It's the Allen Powell Show. Where we lock and load. Come on.
Thank y'all for joining us. Joining me Tuesday night. NBA draft is coming up Thursday, and it's a lot of talk going around Victor Wenbanyama, the 7'4", 7'5" prodigy prospect. They are calling him the best prospect ever. I remember LeBron James coming up and they having him on ESPN. He was over all the magazines. Like, we never seen nothing like LeBron James. I'm looking at this guy. He's 7'4", 7'5", can dribble, shoot, all of that. But I can't call him the best prospect ever. I'm not even the biggest LeBron fan, but I cannot say this guy is over LeBron. Fitz checking in on YouTube. I just hope Draymond don't link up with Bron. I can't take it. Look, man, listen. Draymond used to be one of my favorite players because he used to go at LeBron. But ever since he done linked up with Clutch Sports, he didn't change his attitude, man. So it's definitely a chance that Draymond leaves Golden State, and with the Clutch Sports contact, they might link up. But the NBA draft is Thursday. Is Victor Wenbanyama the best prospect ever? Like I said, I remember LeBron. I was in, I believe, high school when they were showing his games on ESPN. 6'8", 260, 270, doing everything that he did. Like I say, I'm not the biggest LeBron fan now, but I remember when he came up. And this dude was huge. I'm going to tell you this. This guy, 7'4", 7'5". What athlete do you remember that height that actually made it and made a huge impact? I'm talking about legend. If they call him the best prospect ever, that means he's going to be on the same level as a LeBron James. What prospect that height have you seen live up to the hype of a LeBron James? Because I haven't seen it. You look at George Mirasan, Manute Bol, Sean Bradley, even Yao Ming. Yao Ming was great, but he couldn't stay healthy. What prospect have you known at this height to live out of the expectations? Now, granted, this guy can do a lot. He can shoot, dribble, he can do everything. But I have not seen a player this height actually live out to the hype. So I'm a little leery. Of Victor Wenbanyama, not of his skill set, but can he actually stay healthy? I think that's one of the biggest questions that needs to be asked. Can Victor Wenbanyama stay healthy? We haven't seen that height stay healthy in the NBA. So he's expected to be the number 1 draft pick by the San Antonio Spurs, who have the number 1 pick in the NBA draft. He's been playing over in France. We know that San Antonio does great with international players. You looked at of the likes of Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili, Boris Diaw. The list goes on and on. So it's a good spot for him. But you got to wonder, the height, will he stay healthy? Those type of players with that type of height, you worry about the limbs. So he's expected to go number 1. and they called him the best prospect ever. I can't go that far. To me, LeBron is the best prospect ever. And I'm not even the biggest LeBron fan, but I remember the LeBron hype, what he was doing when he was coming. He's just a taller KD in my opinion, but that don't make him the best prospect. That's a great comparison. Great comparison. It definitely remind me of a KD. He can shoot, dribble. But if you look at KD, he wasn't a better prospect than LeBron either. Even he played his 1 year at Texas. He wasn't a better prospect than LeBron. So that's a great comparison. He says a taller KD, and KD is about 6'10", 6'11", 7 foot maybe, and this guy's 7'4", 7'5". So that's, like I said, that's a great comparison. A taller KD. The question is KD. So KD, I would say for the most part, stayed healthy. He had a couple of injury-riddled seasons, but he stayed healthy for the most part. So if he can end up being a KD, I would say that would be great. That would be great. But when you go up into the 7'3", 7'4", 7'5" range, those guys usually don't stay healthy or don't pan out to being a great prospect. Like I said, you look at the Sean Bradleys, Manute Bowles, even Yao Ming could not stay healthy. George Mirasan. These guys did not have the skill set of Victor Wenbanyama, but was highly touted, especially Yao Ming. And Yao Ming was great when he was healthy, but he didn't stay healthy. I don't even know how many healthy seasons that Yao Ming actually played, but he didn't stay healthy. And so that's what we're looking at. We had some other NBA news during the week, a big trade. Bradley Beal to the Suns. The star player for the Washington Wizards is forming a new big three in Phoenix. Now you got KD, Devin Booker, Bradley Beal. A new big three. I didn't think it was going to be possible with the new CBA deals. It was supposed to go against the big threes and the tax and all those things. But Phoenix said, I don't care about nothing. They got a new owner. The new owner says, I don't care about none of that. But this is my thing. How do Phoenix get Bradley Beal for the trash that they traded? The Suns traded Chris Paul, who's old, Landry Shamet, multiple second-round picks, and multiple pick swaps. I mean, if you look at this trade, Bradley Beal is a star player. How did Phoenix swindle? This reminds me of the Lakers when the Lakers used to swindle teams when they got Pau Gasol, even Rui Hachimura this season. They stay swindling. The Phoenix Suns swindled, bamboozled the Wizards into trading for Bradley Beal, and they gave away an old Chris Paul, Landry Shamet, second-round picks. They didn't even get first-round picks back and multiple pick swaps. Maybe the pick swaps are first-round picks. But if it's a pick swap, you didn't really gain too much. How did they get away with this? I don't know. Eric Hobson checking in on Facebook. Dame should have went too. We're going to talk about Dame in a second. Mal Sauce checking in, and they will lose to the Nuggets next year. Laugh out loud. It's a possibility. Listen, we all know that these super teams don't always work out. But I will say this. The difference with this time is, Kevin Durant came over to the Suns last year, but it was the middle of the season, right? This year, they are getting Bradley Beal before the season starts. That's the difference. They will be able to work on the chemistry, work on everything they need to work on as far as chemistry-wise before the season. KD came in the middle of the season. They weren't able to work on anything. But this time, they got Bradley Beal before the season starts. That's going to be huge in my opinion. Now, who's going to play point guard? I don't know, because Chris Paul is gone to the Wizards. They're probably going to buy him out, or they're going to try to find a third team to swindle the deal. But I always thought that maybe he'll buy out with Washington and come back to Phoenix. But I I'm surprised that Phoenix was able to get this deal done for the limited resources that they gave up. An old Chris Paul, Landry Shamet, who's a role player, multiple second-round picks and pick swaps. Is that all Bradley Beal is going for now? I mean, he's an all-star player, a max player with the Wizards. Malsaw says, is there any truth to the rumors Zach LaVine to Golden State? Listen, it's been a lot of rumors of Zach LaVine going to a lot of places. I don't know what's going to happen with the Bulls. They don't have any draft picks. They're probably going to lose Vucevic. I'm a Bulls fan, but I don't know what's going to happen with them. But my question is Phoenix the favorite now coming out of the West? Y'all make sure everybody that's tuning in, I thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all share this live so y'all people can see it and can comment. Are the Phoenix Suns the favorite to come out the West? Or is Denver still the favorite, being that they are the defending champs? What I'm looking at is it's so going to be hard for LeBron James to win another ring. He went to the wrong conference when he went to LA. He didn't listen. The West is loaded. The West is loaded. Denver, the defending champs. Phoenix with their new big three, which is going to start out from training camp. You got Memphis still in the mix when Ja comes back. I mean, the West is going to, and the Clippers, if they can get Paul, George, and Kawhi to stay healthy, they're going to be in the mix. LeBron, listen, man, I think it's over with for LeBron. He's going to be stuck at 4 rings. I don't know what's going to happen, but are the Phoenix Suns the favorite to come out the West? With this new big three, how do y'all feel about it? Who's going to play point guard? Is it going to be Cam Payne off the bench? Is it going to be Cam Payne? Or will Chris Paul come out after a buyout? Malsaw says nothing in the West is stopping a healthy Golden State minus Draymond. Listen, speaking of Draymond, let's go ahead and get to him. He opted out of his deal, and he's going to be a free agent. He had a player option for $27 million. He opted out because the way they throwing around money, he probably can get a bigger deal. How much is Draymond worth is the question. How much is he worth to the Golden State Warriors? How much is he worth to another team? That's the question. That's the question. How much is Draymond worth? Draymond opted out of his deal, $27 million. And if I look at what he could be offered, what he should be offered, he's going to get he's looking for a long-term security deal. So a team can offer him a 2 or 3 year deal, at least 50, 60 million. So he did the right thing by opting out. But how much is he worth? How much would you pay him? He opted out of $27 million for his player option, right? I think Golden State could at least offer him a 2-3 year deal for 60, 70 million. The way the money is going around, that's not a horrible deal. If he take less annually to get more overall at the end of the deal, I think that's a good deal. That's a good deal for him. And so I think that's what he did. He opted out so he can re-up with Golden State at more money overall than the 27 he was going to make for 1 year. That's what he did. He's just securing the bag. That's all it is. But is there a chance he actually leaves? You know, he got LeBron. He got the Clutch Sports link. You know, he can be a key piece to a key team. If he leaves Golden State, what team will he fit with the best? What team can use a Draymond Green? That's the question. That's the question. What team can use a Draymond Green? Can Draymond Green put a team over the top? And if so, what team is that? I mean, he does a lot of great things. Now, he's not going to score 20 points a game, but he's going to do everything, fill up the box score, points, rebounds, assists, intangibles, set screens, get your team in the offense, push the ball, point forward. He can do a lot. He can do a lot. So, do you think he's going to stay with Golden State? Or can he put a team over the top with his skill set? Malsauce checking in. He's just a cancer to a team. Percy Harvin of the NBA. You're going to call him a cancer because he punched Jordan Poole? Is he really a cancer? Is he a cancer now? Is he a cancer? Do you think that will prevent someone from signing him? Do you think that Jordan Poole incident hurts him or it doesn't matter? That's a great comment. That's a great comment, Mal Sauce, because that's a great thing that you brought up. The fact that he punched Jordan Poole, will that stop a team from signing them? Will that stop a team from signing them? Or will they look at what he brings to the table? Everything. Points, rebounds, assists, intangibles. Assists, set screens, can run an offense. I mean, or is he a cancer to the team? You know, some players can rub people the wrong way. Jimmy Butler is a prime example of he's not likable by everybody. It fits Miami just right, but he couldn't last in Minnesota, Philly, Chicago. Draymond Green with the punch of a Jordan Poole. Will that hurt him or does it matter? What does he bring to a team is the question. How much is he valued? That's the question. Will he actually leave Golden State? If he leave Golden State, can Golden State still contend? A lot of people say without Draymond Green, Golden State can't contend. He does a lot. He's a great defender. Defensive player of the year. He's a defensive player of the year. He's an anchor for that defense. I would say his value to Golden State is more than to another team. Malsaw says it worked for Dennis Rodman back in the day, but now if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. That's interesting. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. If you can expound on that comment, because I would say it does make dollars. Him helping the Golden State Warriors win championships bring dollars. So I would say it does make sense, in my opinion. I think he's going to re-sign with Golden State for more money. That's what I think is going to happen. But if he leaves, what team will he go to? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. Last but not least, there's been a lot of chatter about Damian Lillard. Is it time for him to leave? He's been loyal, been wanting to stay in Portland this whole time. He's been wanting to stay with Portland. They have the number 3 pick in the draft, which they can trade to bring a legit scorer or player to the Portland Trail Blazers. Should he get traded, or should they trade the number 3 pick to bring him help? What do you think Damian Lillard would do? Because he said, I would go with Miami. He says, Bam Adebayo is my guy. He said if he leaves, Bam is in play. Who else he said? He said another team. I can't remember. But he said Miami for sure. He said Bam Adebayo is his guy. So either he gets traded or they trade the number 3 pick and bring somebody into Portland. Who can they actually get for the number 3 pick? I think that's a great asset to have to trade. I think they can get someone important to bring in. I think they can get a legitimate player to bring in for that number 3 pick. We got Fish checking in. Draymond trash on any other team. I think he knows that and ultimately will stay. If he leaves, he's going to the G League. Laugh out loud. Come on, man. He's not going to the G League, man. He's not going to the G League. Don't sleep on the intangibles that Draymond brings to the table. Draymond, listen, is he trash on another team? It depends what that team has. If they don't have any scores and he has to be a main option, yes, he's trash. Yes, that is true. But if they got two legit scores, I think Draymond would be great for that team. You put him on a Boston Celtics who already has Tatum and Brown. I think he's great on that team. You put him on who else? What other team he can help? Boston, the first team that come to mind. It's a lot of teams that he can help, in my opinion. But if he has to be a primary scorer, then yes, he will be trash, like you say. He will be trash. He is not a number 1, a number 2, and sometimes not even a number 3 option. Matter of fact, he's probably a number 4 option scoring wise. But don't discount everything he does without the basketball. Do not sleep on his intangibles. Draymond Green is I like people sleep on his IQ, man. This dude is smart. Draymond is a smart basketball player. You cannot teach smartness, IQ. That's what a lot of teams are missing in this league. The smartness, the IQ of the game. Everybody wants to shoot threes because of Steph Curry, and everybody can't do that. Draymond is smart. He knows what's going on. Everybody talks about LeBron's IQ, but I think Draymond Green is one of the smartest players in the league. And I think a team can use his smartness on the court. Fitz says, yeah, he understands the game and how to play, but he'll cancel like Mouse said. Wherever he go, he going to kill the chemistry. Come on, man. This brother only had one incident like that. He only punched one player that we know of that got leaked. Y'all think he punched more players that just didn't come out? Come on, man. He had one incident, and y'all just going to call him a cancer? Is he really a cancer? He had one incident. One incident he had, and now he's a cancer. Come on, man. Who ain't messed up one time? Come on, man. Y'all gonna call him a cancer because he punched Jordan Poole? Hey, some people don't even like Jordan Poole. It's been clips of Jordan Poole getting chewed out by Steph Curry, and everybody said he was arrogant because he started thinking he was big time because he had a little spurt. He got his money. He started talking crazy. What about the KD incident? You're right. You're right. Okay. So 2 incidents. Another incident. He called KD the B word. You're right. And calls KD to leave. KD can still be in Golden State right now getting rings, but KD called him a B word, and now he gone. You're right. You're right. You get a hand clap. You're right. You're right. I forgot about that incident. He called KD the B word. KD left. You're right. That suspension in Game 3 took everything out of the team. He might have cost Golden State the championship. You're right. You're right. I stand corrected, everyone. Everybody has called me out. He has multiple incidents. I'm sorry. Y'all right. He has multiple incidents. He cost Golden State the championship when he got suspended against LeBron. He called KD the B word, caused him to leave. He didn't want to come back, and then he punched Jordan Poole. They say 3 strikes you out. That's 3 incidents. Should he be gone? Jeez, the audience is on their stuff today, man. They didn't call me out. Draymond did have multiple incidents, but I think Golden State realized that without Draymond, who's gonna do what Draymond does on Golden State if he leaves? That's the question. If he leaves, if he's a cancer like you say he is, if Golden State moves on, who's gonna do what Draymond does? Because Jonathan Kuminga, I think, is supposed to be the replacement, but he hasn't panned out. I think he has great potential. He's a good player, but he has not panned out to what they thought he was going to be. So you got to look at that. Who has the leverage? Who has more leverage, Golden State or Draymond? Because even though he punched Jordan Poole, called KD the B word, got suspended, maybe cost them a championship, he's still very important to that team. So who has the leverage? What about Iggy? What about Iggy? Iggy old. I don't remember no incident with Iggy. So what we talking about? What about Iggy? What about Iggy? It's going to be very curious to see what happened with Draymond. We got the NBA draft coming up for everybody that's joining in. We talked about Victor Wenbanyama, who's called the best prospect ever, 7'4", 7'5", can shoot, dribble, can do everything, block shots. He's going to be the number 1 pick by the San Antonio Spurs. And then we had some big news with Bradley Beal getting traded to the Suns. Iggy is coming back. No, he's not coming back. I think he already said he's going to retire. I definitely believe Iggy is gone. He's going to retire from the Golden State Warriors. So he's gone. So if Iggy's going to retire, who's going to do what Draymond does? Is Victor Wenbanyama the best prospect ever? That's what they're saying. But I caution everyone to look at every player who has been this tall, 7'4", 7'5", 7'6". How long have they lasted? And I just worry about his injury status. What will happen with him? But listen, man, I didn't want to be with y'all long today. I just wanted to come in and check with y'all about the moves that's going on in the NBA. NBA draft is Thursday. I'm pretty sure it's going to be more moves to come, especially after the draft. After teams pick their draft picks, now they can look at what they need after the draft. It's probably going to be some more moves made. We don't know where Chris Paul is going to go. He says he's going to play. He's definitely not going to stay in Washington. We're going to see what moves will be made in the NBA after the NBA draft. But the NBA draft is Thursday, and Mal Saw says Errol Manigault was the best prospect ever. Errol the GOAT Manigault, man, that was a great movie, man. That was a great movie. I remember watching that movie. But Victor Wenbanyama, I look forward to seeing what he's going to do. I hope he does well, but I don't know about his height and if he's going to last. But listen, man, I appreciate y'all checking in. I will have a special guest next week. Y'all make sure y'all tune in. I got a big guest coming on from 670 The Score, Fox 32. Got a big guest coming on next week, so y'all don't want to miss the show next week. But I appreciate y'all checking in. Y'all continue to let me know what y'all think about the draft, the moves that's being made, and I'm going to see y'all next week. We are out. Thank y'all for tuning in. Let's go.
Low Allen Pants. It's the Allen Pants Show. Yeah.